Howdy, howdy, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It is a beautiful Thursday here in Canton, Ohio, where Peter Lemos, am coming to you live from Lemos Crystals and or the website Lemos Crystals and Collectibles. We're so excited to formally introduce our product line of essential oils. I'm going to go through each one, and I'm not going to really go into detail about the single oils. If you really, really want more information, please reach out to me and I will be happy to just message me, and I'll be happy to return the information and or use Google or ChatGPT or anything like that if you want to know anything specific about the single oils. The blends, however, I am going to go into because I want you to know what ingredients are in there, just so you have the choice to say, "Oh, I like that," or "Ooh, those sound good together," or not, whatever. Obviously, it's a recorded thing, so nothing to share out here. I'm not live, which actually makes me feel much more comfortable being able to do this. It's kind of like just talking to yourself in a mirror, which is not that difficult. I will be taking a couple drinks throughout, though, however, because my mouth's a little dry from a medication that I'm on. But our single oils, let's get right to it. Our single oils from Lemos Crystals we sell Amyris, which is also known as West Indian sandalwood. It has absolutely no relation to sandalwood, but its viscosity, which means its texture, its thickness, is like kind of the same. Sandalwood has a thicker viscosity. It's not thin like frankincense or something like that. So we have Amyris, and some people use it in place of sandalwood because it does have a similar aroma as well as sandalwood. So that's the first one. We got the first one down. Wow, I'm going really fast here. So there's Amyris. We have anise. A lot of companies won't sell anise, and I don't know why, because it's a really good essential oil. I'm not going to say anything about ingesting and or putting on your skin topically or otherwise. And I am uploading a video about hexane and how we feel about hexane here at Lemos Crystals. So you'll see that up there as well as a video you can watch on Peter Lemos on YouTube. We have Arbor Vitae. Arbor Vitae means the tree of life. Arbor means tree, vitae means life. So it's the tree of life. We have balsam fir, one of my favorites. I love balsam fir. The woods ones are kind of the typical ones that you don't really want to ever think about, but again, I'm not going there. We have basil. You can cook with it if you want. Just need a drop or two, though, because it's very, very concentrated. We have bergamot. These are in alphabetical order, too. We have birch, another tree one. We have black pepper. We have blue tansy. We have camphor, carrot seed, catnip, two types of cedar. We have Cedrus atlantica and Virginiana. So we have two types of cedar. The two biggest oil companies in the United States both carry cedar. One carries one type, one carries the other. You'll find out through the series of videos that I do all the strange little weird things between those two companies. And again, I work for both of them, so I'm not putting them down because their oils are really good. But the two biggest oil companies in the whole world, not just the United States, they're based out of Utah, but both of them. But one uses Atlantica, one uses Virginiana. I like both of them. It depends on what I'm using them for. If I'm using them to blend, I'll use Virginiana. It's a little stronger. So it just depends. And if you want cedarwood and you don't know which type, tell me if you like the more milder smelling one or the sharper smelling one, because that's basically the difference. The composition's pretty much similar. There's cinnamon. There's citronella. Really good for repelling insects. Clary sage. I could say what these are good for, but I'm afraid to say what they're good for because I don't want it to be misconstrued as me giving medical advice, so I'm not going to do that. There's clove. Now, if you want to know, you can message me privately, and I can tell you what I know privately, or go on Dr. Google or ChatGPT and look these up. Copaiba, I want to say what it's. I'm compelled to want to say what these are good for. But anyway, let me just go on with the list and get over with. Coriander. There's eucalyptus. We carry 3 types. We carry Eucalyptus radiata, Eucalyptus globulus, and Eucalyptus citriodora. Eucalyptus citriodora, I don't know why I didn't just look at the list to figure that out, is basically lemon eucalyptus, but there's no lemon in it. It is it's a hybrid created plant that now they make essential oils out of. So it's like having eucalyptus and lemon kind of blended together, but it's one oil. So it's called Eucalyptus citriodora. That's an interesting oil, and these oils are cheap. Eucalyptus is a very inexpensive essential oil. There's Elemi. Elemi is related to frankincense. A lot of people don't know about Elemi, E-L-E-M-I. Check it out. Look it up. There's fennel. All of us know what fennel is. There's frankincense. Again, we have three distinct species of frankincense that we carry. The scientific name of frankincense is Boswellia. So Boswellia carteri is the most common one that you're going to ever come across if you purchase frankincense. But there's also Boswellia freriana. There's Boswellia sacra, S-A-C-R-A, which is also known as sacred frankincense. And there's Boswellia reveille. Reveille is more for skin. It's for topical. They use in a lot of products to keep you youthful. And if you hear the dog whining, I apologize. I'm babysitting my mom's dog, and she whines a little bit. The next one's geranium. Geranium's also known as the poor man's rose. So people who can't afford rose, a lot of times will buy geranium in place of rose. They even have a hybrid now that I just found out about called geranium rose. So apparently they somehow put those two together and made a hybrid with all this technology. It's amazing what they do. There's ginger. Ginger's a great one for digestion. I know I'm not talking about these. These are my opinion about me only. Grapefruit, hoe-wood. We have 2 types of jasmine. We have Jasminum grandiflorum, which is the better of the 2 in my opinion, and Jasminum officinalis. Both of them are very good though. So if you want to go with the cheaper of the 2, our price points for those for a 5 milliliter. I always need to bring the bottles to show. I'm gonna flip the camera real quick. You can look at the cat that someone bought me because of my little baby girl, my little snowflake that passed away. So we're gonna just grab 2 at random here. Just grab 2, and we're still using our old bottles, guys. So I'm gonna flip the camera back. Old bottles. So we're still using the bottles that they say living simple oils on them. I know that you probably would read this backwards if you could even see it. This is rosemary. This is 5 milliliters. And then this is geranium. This is 15 milliliters. So 5 milliliter bottle and a 15 milliliter bottle. We also sell some in 10 milliliter bottles. We do have roller balls. Some of our oils, like our tune-up blend, come in 10 milliliter roller bottles. We also have 10 milliliter bottles too. So but some of the oils we don't have available in certain sizes, and that is for marketing reasons, to be quite honest. So jasmine grandiflorum and then officinalis. Those are the 2 types of jasmines. Ours, like I said, our grandiflorum is $150 for a 5 milliliter, this big. It's very expensive. It's pricey. And the officinalis is $86 for a 5 milliliter. And also, jasmine is not an essential oil, even though we're calling these essential oils for the sake of everybody does that. They're absolutes. And we talked about that in another video on YouTube. So check that out. Essential oils versus absolutes. It's up. It's already there. Go check it out. It's quick. It's fun. And it's interesting. And I love this stuff. I love it. We have bay leaf, also known as Laurus nobilis. We have lavandin. And I'll explain lavandin really quick. So lavandin is basically just two species of lavender mixed together. It's Lavandula angustifolia, which is the lavender most people know about, the most popular one, and Lavandula latifolia. So when you put it on a label, like on our label, it says lavandin, and then it says Lavandula X intermedia. And so what that means, see, they use Latin names for plants. So what that means is it's a cross between, it's a mix between those two oils. So the next oil is lavender. These are all alphabetized. So lavender is the next one, and we pride ourselves on our lavender. We have the best lavender of anybody I know. Anybody. The only other lavender I can say comes close to ours is called St. Marie's lavender from Young Living. So if you don't want to purchase from us, purchase lavender. You'll pay more, but purchase St. Marie's lavender from Young Living if they still have it. They had it when I was a representative. If they still have it, that's the kind of lavender we use. It's high altitude. That means that the lavender's better. It's a little bit more pricey, but we keep our price points very low. A 5 milliliter, the bottle I just showed you, is only $15. 380 drops is in a 15 milliliter bottle. It's only $25 for our lavender. And these prices are subject to change. We don't know how long we'll keep them that way, but for now, that's what they are. Once we get more people purchasing them and more people excited about essential oils and things like that, I expect that we'll be getting more orders. We have lemongrass. It's only $13 for the big bottle. Very cheap. Lemon, $13 for the big bottle. Lime, $13 for the big bottle. Most of the citruses are inexpensive, except for bergamot. And bergamot's the most expensive. And some people that consider neroli a citrus, which it technically is the most expensive citrus, I'm sure. We'll get to that in a minute. So we have lemon, we have lime, we have mandarin red, which is another citrus. That one's a little more pricey, and that's from Italy. We also we try to put where they're from. So like this geranium, it says no, it just has the Latin name on it, and some of these Latin names are hard to pronounce. But on most of them, we put like sage, and then we put the Latin name, and then we put Greece, because that's where our sage is from. But we put where they come from. We have marjoram. It's going to take us forever to get through this video if I don't get moving, because we have a lot of oils. We have marjoram. We have melaleuca, also known as tea tree. We have melissa, also known as lemon balm. That's another very pricey essential oil. We have myrrh. Myrrh is a medium, maybe a little higher price, but it's not super high essential oil. We have myrtle. We have neroli. Here's our neroli now. A citrus I can never remember. Citrus aurantium amara is the name of it, and ours is from Tunisia. That's the country that we source it from. It's $120 for the small bottle that I showed. We have two types of orange. We have sweet orange and wild orange. They're both, the Latin name of both of them are the same. I believe it's Citrus sinensis. Sinesis, I believe. But I don't have everything in front of me right now, and I should have written them on the oil sheet. I don't know why I didn't write, because I'm such a nerd. I love this stuff, and I love like the different species names and things like that. We have oregano, which you can also use to cook with. Don't use too much though, just a drop or two, because it's very, very concentrated. We have palmarosa, which we'll probably discontinue once we sell it all. Certain oils, once we sell out of them, we're not going to carry them as part of our signature line. But if anybody wants any at any time, all you have to do is message us and we'll get it for you. We'll order it in specifically for you as a courtesy to our patrons. Any oil that you want in the world. And any way you want it made. Like if you want it cold pressed, steam distilled. We don't use hexane in our essential oils, and that's the video that's uploading now. You can check that out. Palo Santo is another one. It's a little pricey. Patchouli That's a big favorite. A 5 milliliters, only $15. 15 milliliters, only $29. I know that those two big companies charge 40 plus for their 15 milliliter of Palos of patchouli. So we keep our prices very competitive with theirs. We have to. They have not only do they have the buying power, so the prices of their oils are cheaper because they're buying it by the gallons, if not the truckloads. They're, it's probably less than $1 a milliliter. For us, it could be $3 to $5 per milliliter, depending on the oil, because we don't have the buying power they have. But we are still chugging along, and we're still having fun doing it. And that's, they say the journey is just as good as the destination, right? So this is our journey. We have peppermint from India. We have pine. We have Ravensara. Ravensara, a lot of people don't know, but is a very, very good oil. It's a little pricier than eucalyptus, and it's very, very similar to eucalyptus in scent. I'm not doing any medical anything, whatever, but it opens up. You put some in the shower. It kind of opens up some of your pores and allows you to breathe well, good and stuff. Roman chamomile is a popular one. Roman chamomile is a medium-priced essential oil, so it's getting a little higher. Rose is very expensive, guys, and it is also an absolute. Rose is $250 for 5 milliliters. 5 milliliters is 80 drops. It's $250. 15 milliliters is 360 or 380 drops. I can't remember, but I think it's 360 drops for the 15 milliliter. We have rosemary. That's a huge seller for us. People love our rosemary and come back for more and just say, wow, this is the best rosemary I've ever had. And that's because it's so pure. That's because there's no chemicals. There's no junk in it. We have rosewood. Rosewood is more for fragrancing or scenting. I would recommend that you use it for like sprays and things like that. It smells wonderful. It smells like a mix between rose and cedar. It's called rosewood. It's a little pricier too. It's in the medium range. Again, not extremely pricey like neroli and rose and jasmine and champaka and frangipani, also known as plumeria. It's not as bad as those. We have sage. We have sage. So we have Palo Santo and sage, and we make a spray with Palo Santo, sage, and holy water mixed together. A protection blend. Tell me that isn't the protection blend of all blends. We carry that in 80 milliliters, which is 2.7 ounces, and 120 milliliters, which is 4 fluid ounces. Sorry for my nose is itching. Okay, we have sandalwood. We have 2 types of sandalwood we carry. The better and the most, sadly, may go extinct within our lifetime, sadly, is album. Santalum album. We do carry it, though, for several reasons. One, it is the best of the sandalwoods, and I prefer it way over what one of the big essential oil companies dubbed as Hawaiian sandalwood. That's paniculum, Santalum paniculum, if I'm correct. I don't have this is all from memory, and I don't speak Latin. So actually, I'm Greek. So if these were Greek, and a lot of times things, but with plants, it's typically, Italian. Medicine, they use a little Greek and a little Italian. So we have 2 different sandalwoods. The Santalum album, the better of the 2, is $86 for that small bottle with 80 drops in it. The panicul, whatever, the Hawaiian sandalwood, the other one, is a little cheaper. What they did is, what the big company did is they got smart. They realized that sandalwood is starting to go extinct, and it's being used so much because it's in such high demand. Hence the price. Our 5 milliliters is $86 of the sandalwood. They're both good, but the one that I prefer, I should say. And the differences are very minimal. Seriously, unless you're an essential oil expert, the differences are very minimal. So go with the cheaper one if you want to. Don't feel bad about that. So one of the essential oil companies got realized sandalwood's a big seller and everybody loves sandalwood. Da, 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 da. So what they did is they took a bunch of sandalwood and they started growing them and harvesting them in Hawaii. So now they've created a different species of sandalwood by doing that. And I don't know how any of that works. I don't know how it would change the species names or whatever. I don't know if they had to take a seed, and the other kind that comes from the Middle East is the album is better, and over here it couldn't grow in this climate, or they're trying to make it so they took it to Hawaii and they literally have a sandalwood farm, and they're $1 billion companies, so they can do that. We sure can't. Spearmint. So spearmint is a fun one. Spikenard. This is another expensive one. This is in the Bible as well, by the way. We carry several essential oils that are mentioned in the Bible: frankincense, myrrh, spikenard, hyssop. A lot of these are mentioned in biblical text. Spikenard's $89 for the 80 drops for the 5 milliliters. So that's a little pricey. It's from Nepal. We have black spruce, which we have it under spruce and then black in parentheses. So that's why it's over here and not in the B area of the alphabetized thing. We have tangerine. We have, we're not going to mention that one. We're not carrying that anymore. Okay. We have tarragon. We have thyme. And this is the last leg of our single oils. We have tsuga, Tsuga, tsuga. That's $29 for 5 milliliters. Then we have holy basil, also known as, well, it's called Tulsi basil, but it's referred, just like Melaleuca is called tea tree. Tulsi basil is called holy basil. It is fabulous. Fabulous. It smells like basil that's sweetened. And I don't know the story behind it, but there's got to be a reason they called it holy basil. We didn't name it that. That's what it's AKA known as. We have turmeric. We have valerian. We have vetiver. Some of you guys could kind of probably understand some of the things that I can't say on this video when I mentioned the oil, like valerian. You probably can put 2 and 2 together on what it may or may not be good for. Vetiver, white fir. I love white fir. That's one of my favorite chews. I love it. I love the smell. Balsam fir and white fir are my favorite of the trees, of the barks, the trees. Although they do have patchouli, they have cinnamon bark and cinnamon leaves. We use the cinnamon bark. That's more expensive. We can get cinnamon leaf essential oil, and it smells like cinnamon, but it's not as strong. We can get that, and it's cheaper. So if that's something you would want to look at, let us know. We'll look into it. We sell, and then here's another one that's has a little bit of contention and a little bit of wintergreen. We sell wintergreen. A lot of places will not carry wintergreen. We do carry wintergreen. Wintergreen has some controversy behind it, and if you want to know more about that, either message me or chat GPT or use Mr. Google and Dr. Google, and it'll explain it to you. But we do carry wintergreen. Wintergreen is not expensive. It's $15 for the small one, $25 for the 15 milliliter, 360 or 380 drops. I can't remember. We have ylang ylang, and it's pronounced ylang ylang. It's not yilang. It's ylang 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 ylang. That one's middle to lower priced. The big companies charge a lot more than we do. And then we have, after that, we have our bougie line. So this is so everybody gets the opportunity to try something that, you know what, may not be able to afford, but can still try it out. So what we do is we dilute it for them. And of course, then we can lower the price point and therefore make it more accessible to the individual. So we have a jasmine dilute. We use grandiflorum, by the way. Unless you request otherwise, we're going to use grandiflorum. There's a Chenalis. One of the two, there's $2 billion, the biggest essential oil companies in the whole world that are in Utah, in the United States of America. One of them carries the grandiflorum species. One of them carries the officinalis species. It's very odd. There's a lot of conspiracy things going on there. But anyway, it's really weird how the caps, I'll just say this really quick too. The caps are copywritten. The inside, their inserts of their caps. One uses black and one uses white caps. But the dropper part is copywritten, yet they both use it. I find that very curious. And they're both using the same. How can two companies use the same copywritten? It's trademarked. I don't get it. Anyway, back to the dilutes. So we have jasmine dilute, we have neroli dilute, and we have rose dilute. And if you want, if we do have another essential oil you see that's pricey, I mean, we're not going to do it for a $40 oil, guys. I mean, you're going to get a pure oil there. We're not going to go out of our way for that, because those, even these diluted, are in the 40s and 50s range. And that's being very generous, because unlike other essential oil companies, we don't put 1 to 2 drops in and the rest carrier oil. So what we do is we will dilute these. We will take the jasmine, the pure jasmine, we'll put drops in with coconut fractionated oil, which is our house carrier oil. Everyone has a house carrier oil. That's ours. We sell a lot of carrier oils, which I will get to in a second, but that's the one we typically use. Our vanilla, our Madagascar vanilla that we have in stock for sale, and we also use in blends, was that even on there? I don't even remember saying vanilla. I don't even remember saying Madagascar vanilla. Or if I did, I don't remember. Ooh, Peter, you need to wake up. No, I didn't. So we have Madagascar vanilla too, guys. Let me write this down before I forget, because I have a horrible memory. So we would have to put this here. I should put vanilla and then Madagascar in parentheses, but that's okay, because one of the big 2 essential oil companies carries, they call it Madagascar vanilla. So we'll just stick with it. People might have more knowledge of it that way. So what we do is getting back to, I kind of lost my train of thought, but getting back to this, so jasmine, neroli, rose, any of those you want to try, you may try the real thing, but it's going to be diluted. And then we'll be able to sell it to you for a lot less. So you also get to get in on the fun, instead of having to spend $250 for a bottle this size with 80 drops in it. Who has that kind of, right now, I mean, how many people can afford that? We're we're nerds over here. We want to definitely have them in stock because we're weird, but a lot of people just couldn't, nor they just simply won't because of the price point. Some people do, though. You'd be surprised. Some people will. Rose is known to be the best for facial and skin. Yeah, so a lot of people will, especially people like celebrities and stuff, will buy the pure unadulterated rose, which we have. Okay, we're going to get into the blends really quick. So the blends, we have several blends. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip past the carrot. Let's do the carrot. No, we'll do the blends first, because people's attention span is usually about 10 minutes and it's already 28. So you probably you're not even seeing this part. But anyway, this is the part I really am excited to tell you guys about. We are going to tell you what's in our blends. So we are going to, and some of these, just for full disclosure, have been borrowed from the other companies, because they're popular, because they're good, because they work, because they're nice. So our first blend is called Breathe. It has eucalyptus, spearmint, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, and ravensara. And that's our respiratory blend. We have Christmas Love. That has orange, cinnamon, black spruce, and clove. That's our Christmas popular scent blend. We have Citrus Bliss. That has tangerine, grapefruit, orange, lemon, mandarin orange, and spearmint. That is our invigorating blend. All of them have like a little description of what kind of blend they are. We have one called De-Stress, DESTRESS. It has copaiba, lime, Atlantica, cedar wood Atlantica, not Virginiana, Atlantica, vanilla, and ocotea, OCOTEA. I forgot to mention that one too. That's an expensive oil. And that one is another one that's like, it's virtually extinct. So now the essential oil companies are scrambling to find a replacement for it because it's very hard to source and it's very, very, very pricey. We were going to get some. We're going to get some because we got it in stock, but I don't have it on the list yet either. So this is actually good for me. You guys are helping me by me doing this, okay? So we have De-Stress. That's a positivity stress release blend. So a positivity stress release blend, De-Stress. We have Defender. A lot of these blends, they might sound very familiar to you if you're familiar with doTERRA or Young Living or any of the other essential oil companies that are bigger. Those two in particular, because those two are the quality and standard by which we want to achieve and by which we stand by. The only difference between them and us is they will not disclose how their essential oils are. They'll say that they're safe in this, but they will not disclose whether or not they use hexane. We won't. They will not disclose whether or not, they won't disclose certain things. We will. They won't disclose where this came from, that came from, if they don't want to. We will. We don't, they hide a lot. Let's just put it that way. Defender is like Young Living's Thieves. It's similar. And doTERRA's On Guard. So if you've ever heard of any of those two, that's what our name for it is Defender. Now, we make it the way Young Living makes it. We don't use the orange. Here's another thing. This is another one of those weird conspiracy things. So both of them make this exact same blend with the exact same ingredients except for one. They all have clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. Both companies have those in them. But one uses lemon, that's Thieves from Young Living, and one uses orange, that's On Guard from doTERRA. Actually, it's wild orange. Let me be specific, because there are two types of oranges, and we carry both. We carry the sweet orange. It's called sweet orange. I don't know why it's called sweet, but it's called sweet orange. And then we carry the wild orange. So there's the only difference between the two. So if you order from us, you're going to be ordering more of the Thieves type. And I got to be careful because these big companies love to come after the little. They don't want any competition, but I don't think they're going to worry about us. We're a dinky dink company. We have a essential oil called Digest Ease. EAZE is how we spelled it. And it is similar to Digize, again, from Young Living. It's got tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And that's our digestive blend. I forgot to say, too, that Defender is the protective blend. I forgot to say that as well. We have our own Lemos crystals created where we have more than one that we've made ourselves. One's quite pricey, too. Our passion is awesome. It's amazing. It's a sensuality blend. It's really, really good. This one's called Forest Rain. It's got balsam fir. What I told you, my favorite. Of course, we typically make what our favorites are. One of my favorite oils. Balsam fir, black spruce, ylang ylang, pine, and vetiver. Vetiver is a dirt, earthy smell. So the way it brings it together is so awesome. It's like it's Forest Rain was the perfect name for it. We couldn't think of a better name. That's our Forest Woodsy blend. That's made by Lemos Crystals. So no Young Living, no doTERRA, no other companies. Made by us. That's not one that anybody would ever want to ingest because it can't kill you, but stomach upset a lot from anything made by trees. And I'm not a medical professional. I'm not giving medical advice. Just explaining that. We have one called Immortal. And this one is similar to doTERRA's Immortelle. Same ingredients, same exact ingredients. We worked forever to get the blend just down to a T. We have frankincense, sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose. Yep, real rose goes into this blend. That's our anti-aging blend. So I also if I do remember this at the end, I do have ADD, but if I remember this at the end, I want to discuss doTERRA's frankincense really quick. We have another one that is our house blend that we're excited about, and that's Lobby Lizard. Lobby Lizard is lavender, patchouli, and ginger. I'm not telling you the amounts of each things that are in here on this secret recipe book, but I wouldn't mind telling you if you wanted to purchase them and make them yourself and make more and spend less money to do them yourself. We for our description for this, we have fun and laughs, compliments of the Lobby Lizard. Oh, it complements the Lobby Lizard candle. So we have a Lobby Lizard candle, not this one. This was our summer edition Lobby Lizard candle, 5.5 ounce tin. It's our, we have a year-round Lobby Lizard candle, which is like an aqua or a green colored label. This one was a summer edition Lobby Lizard, which is going to be sold out. Guys, I know that you're probably thinking I'm crazy at this point, but if you understand Lemos crystals, you'll understand all these terms. We've created our own subculture here. So that's Lobby Lizard. Fun and laughs. It complements the candle. So it's there's a spray too with the Lobby Lizard that smells just like the candle does. And we also source those ethically and non-toxic and highest grade and great burning. Those candles are amazing. And the price points are amazing for those. For 5.5 ounce tin candle that I just showed is only $18. And for a jar, which I have one broken one here. I'm not even going to touch it because it's going to cut me like it did the other day when I tried to show it. We have 12 ounce glass jars. Those are $32. Totally worth every cent. Clean burning, cotton core wick, phthalate free, you name it. They check all the boxes for purity and not non-toxic. So we have a motivation blend. This blend is a blend that we got our inspiration from Young Living. This has rum and chamomile, black spruce, ylang ylang, and lavender. I love this blend. And I love all of those oils. I love the rum and chamomile. I love black spruce. I love ylang ylang. I love lavender. As a matter of fact, I love most oils. There's a few I absolutely don't like, but the rest, like the smell of anise, I can't stand the smell of anise. I can't stand the smell. But if it comes to me personally getting a capsule and putting a couple drops and taking anise to take care of a tummy ache, I will do that. I just don't like the smell of anise itself. The description is this is positive energy. It helps to overcome fears and procrastination. Well, I need some of that today, especially for the procrastination part. Then we have a blend called Pain Away. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Both big companies have this. We have this. I think anybody who creates blends and or oils are into them would have this blend. It's like a standard that everyone has. This is we call a soothing blend. It acts very much like Icy Hot or Bengay. Those are trademark names, and I give respect to the people that make both of those. But that's what it feels like, and they typically come in roller bottles, and you just rub it on the area of the skin. Anyway, so it has peppermint. Pain Away has peppermint, marjoram, rosemary, vetiver, coconut fractionated oil, and I'll explain why it has that carrier oil in it. Wintergreen, there's another reason why we carry wintergreen, because we need it for this blend. Clove, lemon, copaiba, and white fir. So it's got a lot of stuff in it. What did I say a minute ago? That's our soothing blend. So that's our soothing blend. That is like doTERRA's Deep Blue, and like Young Living's Pan Away, and there's a couple other ones. Young Living has a more extensive product line than doTERRA. doTERRA has they have a lot of things, but and I take their supplements. I love their supplements, but they have they have less products. They have less essential oils. There's not as many essential oils with doTERRA as there are with Young Living. Young Living is actually, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the superior of the two. But that's my opinion. I'm not saying anything bad about doTERRA. They have wonderful stuff, wonderful quality, but I don't know if either one of them use first pressed oils or first distilled oils. I don't know if either one of them use hexane. I don't know any of that. Perhaps I should contact them, because I certainly don't want to spread false information either. I don't want to do that. And my point is not to put them down so that I can make a sale either, obviously. But I'm just a little rinky-dink company. Here's Passion. Now, this is a Lemos Crystals original, one of our own, lemoscrystals.com. Lemos Crystals. Our snowflake is our logo for our company. It's called Passion. And it has Jasmine grandiflorum as the first ingredient. Keep in mind, the first ingredient is the one there more of. As we go down, there's less and less. So there's less of, sometimes they're the same, like 1 ounce, half an ounce, quarter of an ounce, eighth of an ounce. But that's all written right here. I'll show you really quick. You see the little things where it tells how many to make this specific blend, which is our own blend, jasmine, and we use the good jasmine grandiflorum, the more expensive jasmine. Roman chamomile, another one of my favorites. I love the smell of I love Roman chamomile. It's so versatile, so good for so many things. Other than lavender, Roman chamomile is probably one of the most versatile essential oils. But I would say, if I had to pick one, I would definitely say lavender is the most versatile of all of them. So it has jasmine, Roman chamomile, sandalwood, and it's Santalum album, the good, more expensive sandalwood, not the cheap one. Not the cheaper one. I should say cheap. Ylang ylang. It has frankincense carteri. Remember, we have 4 species of frankincense. We use carteri, the most common one in this blend. It's also my favorite. That or sacra. By Young Living calls it sacred frankincense. That's Boswellia sacra. We use Boswellia carteri. Rosewood, which I talked about a minute ago. Rosewood. Rose. Real rose, that I just got done telling you, was $250 for a 5 milliliter bottle. And then fractionated coconut oil. Again, I'll explain when I'm done, because we're almost done with the blends. I'll explain why some of the carrier oils are in the blends. There's a reason for this. It's not that we're trying to dilute anything. There's a reason for it. People might think that, but it's not. And notice it's the last item. And I just got done saying the majority of the items that have more are listed in order of how much to how little of each is in the blend. This comes in a roller bottle, and this is our sensuality blend. It's 100% Lemos crystals. This has Young Living and doTERRA do not have this blend, and they probably I actually made it because it was like these were my favorites. So I kind of wanted to put them together. That was the inspiration behind them. So that's called Passion. Feel free to check it out. It's a little pricey though, but that's because of the oils that are in it. We have Peace. This is like Peace and Calming from Young Living. And that has tangerine, ylang ylang, blue tansy, orange, and patchouli. And that's our tranquility and anti-stress blend. That's Peace. It's called Peace. We call it Peace. Then we have Purify. doTERRA calls it Purify. Young Living calls it Purification. There isn't another word we could think of to make it be different than those two, because we always try to. Just like with Defender, for thieves and on guard, we use the word Defender. We tried to think of one, but there's really no other word other than the word Purify. So we're sharing that word with doTERRA, but by no means are we trying to profess that it's the same as theirs. Although the ingredients contained are It has citronella. This is an acquired. You want to. This is a blend that has got you. You need to acquire this blend. You'll get used to it, and once you do, you'll love it. Like at first, I couldn't stand it. Now I love it. Like I love it. It's got citronella. That's the first and most oil in this blend. Citronella, rosemary, lemongrass, tea tree, lavandin, which we talked about earlier, and myrtle. And this is called a cleansing blend. We call this the cleansing blend. So you can use this to clean, you can use it to diffuse, you can use it for all kinds of things. It's a lot of fun. We have a blend called Royal Cheer. This one is going to be discontinued, and Peace is going to be discontinued after they sell out. So after I sell out, or we sell out of these, I'm discontinuing some of these. And that includes the singles too. After we sell out, we're gonna once our inventory sells out in a lot of these, we're discontinuing them because we have way too many. We're going to focus on the ones that are popular sellers. We're a business, and we're going to focus on the ones that people really enjoy and like. And then if somebody wants one of the other ones, we'll be happy to do it for them. Or if they want a blend and we just so happen to be out of that blend, we got our little recipe book. We'll make you some. We promise. This one's called Royal Cheer. Royal Cheer is the name, okay? The abbreviation for it is RC. Young Living has an oil called RC. This has the same essential oils in it, essentially. So our Royal Cheer has Eucalyptus globulus, which is another species, a different one. The eucalyptus, just so you know too, all three of them are very similar in scent and viscosity, meaning the thickness or thinness. Eucalyptus citriodora is the only one that smells like you mixed eucalyptus and lemon together, but it's one plant. It's not a mix of two things. It's one plant that they, I think, made a hybrid of eucalyptus with lemon, and that's Eucalyptus citriodora. But anyway, this Royal Cheer uses Eucalyptus globulus, myrtle, marjoram, pine, Eucalyptus radiata, which is the most popular one. That's the one that you'll hear, see, and buy the most. Eucalyptus citriodora, that's the one that has the lemon smell in it. So this has got a lot of eucalyptus in it. Cypress. I love cypress too. That's so underrated, and people never talk about cypress, but it's wonderful. We sell that too. I don't know if I said that word either, or that oil. Cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. Cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. And this is our respiratory breathe blend. Now, I am going to go back. Please bear with me for a moment while I go back to see if cypress is not on our list. Shame on me. I'm not. Wow. Doing this actually helped me. Thank you for hanging in here with me. And then we'll get to we'll finish this up and get into the, if you stay this long, God bless your soul. Let's see. Yep. Nope. We don't have cypress on here. Wow. That's sad. I love cypress. Yeah, it's now on there. My goodness, 3 oils we found out. So we did Royal Cheer. We talked about Royal Cheer. There are only 3 more left of the blends. Then we're gonna do the coconut or the carrier oils really quick, and I'm gonna end the feed because I know you guys don't. It's already been 48 minutes, and I always feel like I'm keeping people even when I'm not live. So we also have a blend called Solace, however you want to call it. It is like Valor from Young Living or Balance from doTERRA. Similar. I'm not saying it's the same. It's similar. It's a grounding blend. It has black spruce, rosewood, blue tansy, frankincense, and Roman chamomile. That's Solace or Solace, like Valor or Balance from Young Living and doTERRA. That's a grounding blend. We have a blend called Tranquility. This is like Serenity from doTERRA and Tranquil from Young Living. This has lavender, Roman chamomile, marjoram, ylang ylang, sandalwood, vanilla, and fractionated coconut oil. Again, a carrier oil. And I'm going to explain, I'm going to remind myself not to forget to explain why there are carrier oils in some of these. It's not to dilute them. at all. There's a reason, a big reason, and you'll get it in a second. This is our restful blend, and it promotes peace and calm. It's called Tranquility from Lemos crystals. And then the last blend we have on here, I'm sure there are probably more somewhere, is Tune Up. Tune Up, like you tuning up your car. It's called Tune Up. And this is our take on doTERRA's In Tune. This is an amazing blend. A beautiful patchouli-esque, incensey, beautiful blend. It comes in a roller bottle because, and again, I'm not going to say what it's for because I don't want to be giving any type of, I'm not a physician, So but this has amyris, which remember is West Indian sandalwood we talked about earlier. It's similar to sandalwood, but it's not even in the same family as sandalwood. It's got patchouli, it's got frankincense, it's got lime, it's got ylang ylang, it's got sandalwood, and it's got Roman chamomile. And it's amazing. I love Tune Up. I was ready to call it In Tune. I love Tune Up. I love In Tune too. I love it. From doTERRA, I love it. That's the reason why we decided we were going to start carrying some of these oils blends, because I wanted the popular ones, the ones that I liked, and the ones that I thought others would like, because we are a business. Okay, we're going to shoot through this really quick because it's like, oh my gosh, almost an hour. All right, we're going to really quick do this. So these are the carrier oils. First, I'm going to explain why carrier oils were in the blends, in like 2 or 3 of all the blends we mentioned. Here's why. When you put an oil on straight or neat, the other word is neat. This is geranium. If I put this on my pulse point after taking a shower and I rub it in or whatever, this geranium is pure. It's 100% pure therapy. It's pure organic essential oil. It's going to evaporate quicker. So I won't get the effects of it. Or if it's typically it's lavender. Lavender's the one I do. I only bathe with lavandin. That's the only thing. I make my own soaps. And we do sell soaps too. So we can make soaps for you. We make our own sprays too, but we always tell you that we have the candles, the vendor bought sprays that we sell with that complement our candles. And we also make our own sprays that we make with the essential oils. And we always tease people that you have to work with our essential oils and you have to shake them really good. Because the only emulsifier we use is witch hazel. It only has 3 ingredients: distilled water, witch hazel, and the essential oil. That's it. So you have to shake it a lot because the witch hazel doesn't completely emulsify the oil in the water. So you have to shake it really, really good before using our oils. And we apologize for that, but we'd rather give you something that's pure, that you have to shake a little bit, than something that has an additive that emulsifies the oil in the water, but is toxic. So we would much rather you have to shake it a little bit. That is what it is. So, but going back to what I was saying before, so when you have a blend that has a carrier oil in it and is used topically, you get more effect out of it because it doesn't evaporate as quick. So when you put that pure lavender on with a little coconut fractionated oil, you kind of mix them together real quick and you put it on. It stays on your skin longer. The effects of whatever you're going for last longer because it has that carrier oil. It's kind of like a shield or a glue, like kind of, stopping the pure essential oil from evaporating. So it makes it last longer. That's the reason that there are some carrier oils in our blends. And I think there were only like 3 or 4 blends that even had it, but that's the reason why. Okay, shooting through this really quick because this is almost an hour. Wow. Our carrier oils, again, some of these are going to be cut out after they're sold, but for now we sell all of these. We have them all available and they're all in stock. But after they're out of stock, there's a few I have little stars behind even indicating which ones we're not going to carry anymore. Coconut fractionated oil is our house carrier oil. That is our choice for house carrier oil. It's also the choice of doTERRA. And it's not the choice from Young Living. Young Living uses the second one we have, which is vegetable complex oil, also known as V6. That's what Young Living uses as their house oil. So everybody has their own house oil. We've chosen to stay with coconut fractionated oil as doTERRA does. We also carry these, and these companies, oddly enough, don't carry these. And I've always wondered why they don't carry more carrier oils, if that makes sense. But we have jojoba clear, we have jojoba golden, we have rosehip, we have sesame seed oil, we have evening primrose, we have argan, and we have borage seed, B-O-R-A-G-E seed oil. So that's a list of our carrier oils. And if you stuck around this long, you get a great big heart and a star from me and a thank you for sticking around so long. Guys, check out lemoscrystals.com. All the information's on there that you want. And if you have any questions, contact me directly through the website or contact me on social media or email me. My email is pslconnect@gmail.com. Very simple. My initials are PSL, the word connect @gmail.com. Very easy. Feel free to email me anytime. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, guys. I'm glad we made this very informational video, which is going to take about 3 hours for them to upload. And I hope to see you soon. We're going to be making more. We're going to be having fun together and hanging out a lot. So have a great day. Thank you.